slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented.
Good evening, baseball fans. You're here with Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth. As you know, the Pirates and the Yankees game was rained out. I was going to call the Red Sox-Orioles game, but that game has been rained out. So I will call the Tampa Bay Rays facing off against the Toronto Blue Jays in this AL East matchup. We're just a couple of minutes before game time, and give a shout out to Jonathan and John the Beagle Dad, a couple that are here. For the Tampa Bay Rays, Yandy Diaz will be DHing and leading off. Aranda will be at first base hitting out of the 2-hole. Caminero will be at third base hitting in the 3-hole. Cedric Mullins will be in center field hitting out of the cleanup spot. DeLuca will be in right field hitting out of the 5-hole. Simpson will be in left field hitting out of the 6-hole. Ben Williamson will be at second base hitting out of the 6-hole. Tyler Walls will be at shortstop hitting out of the 8-hole. And behind the dish will be Nick Fortis. On the bump for the Rays is going to be Eric Rasmussen, the All-Star. For the Blue Jays, leading off playing right field is going to be Lucas. Hitting in the 2-hole will be first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In second base, hitting out of the 3-hole will be Ernie Clement. In the 4-hole will be the DH, George Springer. In the 5-hole will be center fielder Dalton Varsho. At third base will be Okamoto hitting out of the 6-hole. Valenzuela will be behind the dish hitting in the 7-hole. Andres Jimenez will be at shortstop hitting out of the 8-hole. And Clase will be in left field, bringing up the rear. On the bump for the Blue Jays is going to be Kevin Gausman. So how are we feeling for those that are here? Sort of disappointed that we're not having a Yankees game and it's going to be a doubleheader tomorrow. However, I will call the first game, and I'm working on the possibility of calling the second half also. But I will let you know. Right now, both games are scheduled in my stream. And Gausman is throwing the last of his warm-up pitches. Game first pitch is supposed to be at 7:07, so the game should be getting underway. Hey, Corky, Yankees game and Pirates are rained out, so I'm going to call the Rays and the Jays. I was going to call the Red Sox and the Orioles, but they're rained out also. In the Rogers Center, they've got the roof closed. And Yandy Diaz steps up to the plate. Hey, Corky, Daniel Berry Sports, and James. And the first pitch is going to be a fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Diaz. And Gausman sets and fires, and that pitch is called strike two. I think that one was a bit inside, but Diaz is not going to challenge it. Next pitch is on the way, and Diaz pops that one foul behind the plate. So Gausman is throwing a plethora. His three pitches have all been fastballs, about 94 to 95 miles an hour. And Gausman sets, pitch is on the way, and the slider is way off the plate. Count is 1-2. So welcome to everybody who has hopped into the stream. Appreciate you being here. And Gossman sets, pitches on the way, and Diaz chops that ball foul. All right, there is a late change. Clase was listed in left field, so now Miles Straw is out there playing. Gossman sets and fires, and that pitch is a bounce foul down the third baseline. So, as the Blue Jays or the Rays did to the Yankees, they are fouling a lot of pitches off, getting the pitch count up. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. And that is 2-2. This is coming up on the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So Gossman sets and fires, and that pitch is inside. So that count is now 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and Diaz chops this one foul. So that was the 9th pitch of the at-bat. The more pitches a batter sees, the advantage shifts to the hitter. And we're heading to the 10th pitch, and that pitch is fouled straight back. Count remains full at 3-2. Major league pitchers like to keep the average to about 15 pitches inning, and Gossman is going to bird that on the first batter. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Coming up on pitch number 12. Pitch is on the way, and that is lined into right center field. And Dalton Varsho lays out and makes the play for the first out of the inning. But it's a win for Diaz. He was able to force Gossman to throw 12 pitches to the first batter. Coming up to bat is Jonathan Aranda. Gossman sets and fires, and the first pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is skied to left field. Straw is backing up, and he is going to make the play just short of the warning track for out number 2. All-Star Junior Caballero is coming up to bat. Who are we rooting for? Probably the Blue Jays, since we are trailing the Rays in the AL East. So the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. This set here in Toronto is a 4-game set. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is inside. Count is 1-1. Gossman sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is now 2-1, and Gossman is already at 17 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 2-2. And Cameronero takes timeout. And Gossman sets, pitches on the way, and that is in the dirt. Count is now full, 3-2. So this is the second 3-2 count that Gossman has had in this inning. Gossman is at 19 pitches. And Gossman sets, pitch is on the way, and that is a slider down low. That's going to be ball 4. So Junior is going to take his crap off and head to first base. So that is a 2-out walk. Coming up to bat is former Baltimore Oriole Cedric Mullins. First pitch is all the way, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Mullins fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-2. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Gossman has thrown a truckload of fastballs, so you can see that the splitter will be coming. Next pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into right field, and that is going to make it all the way into the corner. Caminero is digging for third, and he is going to be held at third, so that is a 2-out double by Cedric Mullins. Rays have runners at second and third. 2 outs. And DeLuca is coming up to bat. Interesting approach. Gossman is throwing for the stretch. And the first pitch is all the way, and that is fouled straight back. That's going to make it into the stands. I'm not sure how the ball flies in Rogers Center. They've got the roof closed because it's raining there also. As you know, games up and down the East Coast have been rained out so far. Count is 0-1 on DeLuca. Gossman sets and fires, and this ball is driven into right field. It's off the end of the bat, and that's going to drop in. And Caminero and Mullins are going to score, so the Rays have a 2-0 lead on the Jays. So the Rays have a runner at first with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is the speedster Simpson. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. I would not be surprised to see Simpson try to lay a bunt down. And the pitch is all the way. Rudder goes, and he is going to be in there safe for a stolen base for DeLuca. That is his 10th stolen base on the season. So the count is 1-1 on Simpson. As you know, the Rays are one of the most team that steals And the pitch is just off the outside corner. Count is 2-1. Gossman is at 29 pitches. This is not going to look, is not the makings for Gossman making it long in this game. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Fouled off the plate. Count is 2-2. Hey, Landon. Next pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. Count is full. So this is the third full count that Gossman has thrown this inning. He is at 31 pitches. Gossman checks on the runner at second, sets and fires, and that ball is slap foul down the third base side. Hey, Sean, Landon, welcome to the stream. And James, that's why I'm calling this game. AL East. And the pitch is on the way, and this is looped into right field. And DeLuca is rounding third, heading home. And he is going to score, so the score is going to advance to 3-0. The Rays. And it looks like the pitching coach is heading out. Gossman is at 33 pitches. Definitely in the danger zone of possibly being pulled in the first inning. No problem, James. I was going to call the Red Sox and Orioles game, and that game got rained out too. So we're down to the last AL East rivalry that's coming up. And coming up to bat is Williamson. Hey, Ronald, I did not cancel the Yankees stream. I shifted the date and time to tomorrow evening. I know in the first game that is at 1 o'clock, Garrett Cole will be starting. It had been listed as Will Warren. And the pitch is hit up the middle. And that is another base hit for the Rays. So Simpson is going to stop at second. Coming up is Taylor Walls. I am doing fine. Just tired of all this damn rain. I know it's necessary, but makes life not so great. Appreciate the information, Jonathan. And it looks like the Blue Jays have somebody warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Walls. Last night, Walls went 2 for 3 and had a triple. Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way. And that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Gossman is at 37 pitches. And Gossman sets, fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is going to end the top of the first, but not before the Rays drop a 3 spot in the first inning. Top of the first. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Nathan Lucas, Vladimir Guerrero, and Ernie Clement. Yeah, I've seen some stuff that Langoliers could be on the market. Not sure how much I'm buying into it. Right now, the beat writers don't know who the hell is actually available, and they are throwing names and possible trade candidates out there. Seen some ridiculous proposals for the Yankees trying to acquire Mason Miller. While y'all are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We currently have 10 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share us out. Normally, I would say something about the game being simulcast on the Hardcore Sports Network, but I set this one up at the last minute, and it's just us. So I appreciate everybody taking time out of your busy Tuesday afternoon to listen, or Tuesday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. The support is always appreciated. For those of you that are here, we have 822 subscribers. Our next milestone is 825, so we're just a couple away, 3 away from that. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone to Lucas. Count is 0-1. Rasmussen sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. All right, that's some news. I will flash this one up. And the next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is way up high. Count is now 1-2 on Lucas. And Jonathan's note, Yankees announced left-handed pitcher Max Fried out since May the 13th with a bone bruise in his throwing elbow. And the pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. It is fielded, but they are not going to have a play, and Lucas is going to be on with a infield single. It's a miracle that Walls actually got to that one. With a bone bruise to his throwing elbow, will return in Game 2 of Wednesday's doubleheader versus the Pirates. So that is a bit of good news for Yankees. Hopefully he is actually healthy. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is coming up to bat. So thank you for that news, Jonathan. Most appreciated, brother. And Rasmussen sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Rasmussen sets and fires, and the cutter is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. Hey, Daver, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and Guerrero fouls that one straight back. Count remains 0-2. I will definitely be calling the first game at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Garrett Cole will be pitching in that one. And as we just heard from Jonathan, Max Fried will be pitching in the second game of that doubleheader. So I have bowling normally Wednesday nights, and I'm going to possibly skip out and call that game. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-2. Hey, AD, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Well, a lot of people be working in game one, Jonathan. It's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I happen to be retired and I won't be working. And the pitch is on the way, and this is chop foul down the third base line, bounces off the dugout screen. And the pitch is on the way, and that looks like it caught the bottom of the strike zone. It's called strike 3, and Guerrero is challenging it. And PitchCom confirms that did paint the bottom of the strike zone. So Guerrero is retired on strikes looking, 1 out. Blue Jays have a runner at first with 1 out. Ernie Clement is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is outside. Count is 1-0. It's a damn shame when you lose your first challenge in the first inning. And Rasmussen sets, and that ball is fouled off. And the pitch is on the way, and that is lined into center field. So the Blue Jays are going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. You can tell the AstroTurf is pretty tough because that damn ball bounced and almost bounced over Mullins' head as he was coming in. Coming up to bat is George Springer. First pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 1. 96-mile-an-hour sinker. And the pitch is on the way, and this is going to be aligned into center field. And Lucas broke back to the base, and he is being held at third. So the bases are now juiced full of Blue Jays with 1 out, and center fielder Dalton Varsho is coming up to bat. And that is an example right there of not being familiar with where the infielders are at. Absolutely no reason that Clement should have headed back to second base. So coming up will be Varsho, followed by Okamoto. And the first pitch is on the way, and that cutter is inside. Count is 1-0 on Varsho. So in the top of the first inning, the Blue Jays the Rays were able to drop a 3 spot. Now they are have bases loaded with nobody out. Pitch is on the way, and that is popped up to the infield. Junior Caminero is tracking it, and he is going to make the play. Infield fly rule was called anyhow. So that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Katsuma Okamoto. Okamoto is 0 for his last 14. And the first pitch is all the way, and the cutter catches the outside part of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Rasmussen sets, and he fires, and that pitch is swung on way out of the strike zone for strike three. So Rasmussen is going to get out of the jam. Blue Jays get 3 hits and cannot score in the bottom of the first. Coming up to bat is going to be Fortis, Diaz, and Aranda. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are currently at 13 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30, so we're 17 away. Want to tell everyone that I appreciate y'all being here. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, if you like live play-by-plays, well, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. So Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Yeah, Vladdy did get his bag, 530 for 10 years. And it's hard to believe that this World Series team is playing so poorly. They lead the major leagues in errors, and they're horrible at holding runners on. And Gossman sets. The first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and Gossman slider drops down low. Count is 2-0. Gossman sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Next pitch is on the way, and looked like it painted the outside corner, but the pitch is not going to be challenged, so it is now 3-1 on Fortis. Gossman sets and fires, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is now full, 3-2. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that splitter is lined to left field. And Straw is going to make a long run to make the play for the first out of the inning. Gossman is at 44 pitches. And Gossman sets. First pitch is all the way, and Diaz fouls it down the first base side. Count is 0-1. Gossman sets and fires, and that fastball is up and in. Count is 1-1. Gossman sets and fires. That slider is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Diaz. Pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to third base. Okamoto fields it cleanly and fires it down low, but Vladdy scoops it out, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jonathan Aranda. And the first pitch is on the way, and this is chopped down the third base line. Okamoto is going to field it, but he's going to have a play. So that is going to be another infield hit. For those of you that are out there, if the Blue Jays turn this one over and start a fire sale, how interested are you in the possibility of bringing in Tyler Rogers from the Jays bullpen? Junior Caminero is up, and the first ball is hammered down the third base line, foul. And Gossman sets. Pitch is all the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. That was Gossman's 51st pitch of the game. I feel that they're going to pitch to Caminero like they pitched to Judge. I don't think he's going to see a strike. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Caminero fouls this one into the right field stands. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is now full. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Next pitch is on the way, and the broken bat is going to flare Clement is going to race after and it's going to go off his glove. He drops it. He had it in his glove and then kicked it away. Camanero's bat looks like a freaking fungo bat now. Coming up to bat is Cedric Mullins. He hit a double in his first at bat. And the first pitch is a splitter, swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Mullins. Gossman is at 58 pitches. And he sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Valenzuela bluffs a throw to third base. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Straw is on the run, and he is waiting on it for the third out of the inning. And the Rays are going to leave runners at first and third, not able to add to their lead. So I just started a poll for this game. How long will Gossman last in this game? Answer is 2 innings. Well, he obviously made it past that. 3 to 4 or 5+. So take a moment to drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as you know, here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we strive to have 30 likes for every play-by-play. We are currently at 14th. We're 16 away from our ultimate goal. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, and you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, guess what? Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. And hey, Susan, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in. And Rasmussen is coming up for his second inning. Valenzuela will be leading off. And the first pitch is a curveball that is way high. Count is 1-0. Not a problem, Susan. Glad you showed. And the count is, or the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is inside. Count is 2-1. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is now even at 2-2. If the Blue Jays are able to pull this one out of their stump, the Yankees will be only one game out of the AL East lead. Rasmussen sets and fires, and the cutter is inside. Count is now 3-2. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. That's going to be a ball 4. So Valenzuela heads to first base. Coming up to bat is Andres Jimenez. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside part of the plate. Count is 0-1. Game 1 is at 1:05 tomorrow. I'll be on at 1, Susan. And Rasmussen sets, and Jimenez waves at a cutter that is way inside. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and Jimenez swings and misses for strike 3. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Andres. Miles Straw is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and the check swing fouls the ball off. Count is 0-1. Well, that's okay, Susan. Most people are working during that time of the day anyhow, so it is what it is. And the pitch is on the way, and this is looped into center field. Mullins is charging it, and he is going to make the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. He is 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch is all the way, and Lucas fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Williamson. He flips to Aranda, and that is going to do it for the Rays for the bottom of the second. Coming up to bat for the Blue Jays is DeLuca, Simpson, and Williamson. And thank you for everybody who has taken time out of your busy day to listen to a little bit of baseball, even though it is not the Yankees. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And let's see. In the top of the fifth, the Twins and the Guardians are tied at 2 apiece. As you know, heading to the top of the three, the Rays lead the Blue Jays 3-0. In the top of the third, the Braves lead the Padres 2-1. In the top of the second, there is no score in the Giants versus the Royals. And just heading into the bottom of the first, the Mets and the Brewers have no score. And that is your active scoreboard at this time. And with regard to the vote, what we're talking about is Kevin Gossman. I think I didn't put his name in there. And the first pitch to DeLuca is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-1. And Gossman sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider bounces in the dirt. Count is 2-1. Gossman sets and fires, and DeLuca fouls this one straight back. Count is even at 2-2. And the pitch is all the way, and this is lined into center field. Varsho is running it down, and he makes the play for the first out. Nice running catch by Dalton. Coming up to bat is Chandler Simpson. 1-for-1 on the day with a single. First pitch is all the way. It Simpson lays a butt down, and there's going to be no play. That was an excellent bunt by Simpson. He deadened the baseball. Coming up to bat is Ben Williamson. He is 1-for-1 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and the splitter just drops out of the strike zone. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. And Varsho misplays the ball, and Simpson is going to advance to third. So that should be an error. So the Rays have runners at first and third with one out. And a bunt is showed by Walls, and he misses for a call. Strike one. Simpson is diving back into third base. And the pitch is all the way. That is up, and it's fired down to third base. And Simpson is just back in safe. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way. Williamson shows bunt, but it is down low. Count is 2-1. Well, the reason I'm calling it is because it affects the Yankees in our race for the AL East lead. Like I said, Rays lose this one. The Yankees are only one game out of the lead. And the pitch is on the way. The bunt is laid down. And it is fielded by Gossman. He flips it home. And tag is put on Simpson. And he is out. Gossman executed that play on point. So that is the second out. For you to be able to drop that bunt, it cannot be directed at the pitcher. It has to be either to the first base or third base side, and Simpson is going to score. But that was bunted straight back at the pitcher. And there are runners at first and second with 2 down. First pitch is on the way. Splitter is down low. Count is 1-0. And Gossman sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter just misses low. Count is 2-0. Personally, in my book, it's the Yankees and everybody else. Gossman sets and pitches, and that ball is bounced to the catcher. Valenzuela spins and fires to Guerrero for the third out, and they are going to get out of this jam. 2 men are left on as we head to the bottom of the third. So can the Jays give us some help and score some damn runs? It would be nice. If I look at teams that I dislike, the Red Sox are probably at the top of that list. During our heyday, my wife's family on her father's side is all from Lawrence, Mass. Those clowns are Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and Patriots fans out the gazoo. They used to make bets with me about postseason play in the Yankees when we were in our last dynasty. And they try to renege on paying me. So they'd call the house, want to talk to Elizabeth, my wife, and I would say, "Where's my money?" "Oh, yeah, I'm going to pay you." "Okay, until your check gets here, screw you." And I'd hang up on them. Never been a Pats fan, can't stand them. I actually went to the Garden and caught some Celtics games with them. So I mean, I'm a thumbs up on the Celtics, although I don't watch basketball after their last strike, and never been a hockey guy. Don't understand the game. All I know is every time I've gone to one, I've been hit by a damn puck. So forget it. And coming up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out looking. And the first pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Rasmussen sets and fires, and that cutter is just low. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside portion of the plate. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Guerrero fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. Yeah, I don't like the Mets either. Matter of fact, back in the and Rasmussen sets and fires, and that pitch is lined into center field. Mullins is tracking it, and that is an easy play for Mullins. So it is one down. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement, 1 for 1. As a matter of fact, in the early 80s, when I was stationed at Staten Island, I had a girlfriend that was from Long Island, and she lived in Massapequa. Pitch is on the way, and that is, wow. That's called strike one, and Clement is challenging that one. I don't think it was a strike. And the call is overturned. Count is 1-0. That missed by 1 1/10 inches. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way. And it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Well, my girlfriend, her family was diehard Mets fans, and they freaking hated that I liked the Yankees. Needless to say, it didn't work out. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Mullins is backing up. He's on his horse, and he makes the play on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Clement put a charge into that one, but not enough. I have been to Shea Stadium. I was at old Yankee Stadium more times than you can shake a stick at. I was at new Yankee Stadium more times than you can shake a stick at. I have not been to Citi Field, and I freaking refuse to go there. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is way outside off of Fortz's glove, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. George Springer is up to bat. He is 1 for 1. Rasmussen sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 1-1 on Springer. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is chopped to Walls. Walls fills it and fires to Guerrero for the third out. So that is a 1-2-3 for Rasmussen. Yeah, I think the only thing they did with new Yankee Stadium is make the seats a hell of a lot more expensive. All righty. Let's go look at our scoreboard. Maybe. And in the top of the sixth, the Twins and Guardians are still locked up at 2. In the bottom of the fourth, the Padres and the Braves are now at 2s. As you know, in this game, the Rays lead the Blue Jays 3-0 heading to the top of 4. In the bottom of the second, there is no score in the Royals and Giants game. In the top of 2, the Mets have a 1-0 lead on the Brewers. In the bottom of the first, there is no score in the Dodgers versus the Phillies. And heading to the bottom of the first, there is no score in the Tigers versus the Cubs. Just getting underway are the Tigers and the Rangers and the Marlins and the Astros. And that's our active scoreboard at this time. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. As you know, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. Gossman sets, and the first pitch is on the way. The slider is down low. Count is 1-0. As I was saying, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. We're currently at 16, 14 away. And the pitch to Diaz is hammered through the infield on the right side. That is going to make it into right field. So Diaz is going to have a leadoff hit. Gossman is now at 77 pitches. Coming up to bat is Jonathan Aranda. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up high. Count is 1-1. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and fouled off. Count is 1-2. So the question that I have with the trade deadline approaching is Kevin Gossman is on an expiring contract. Would we be interested in picking him up? And the next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is tap foul down the first base line. Count remains 1-2. And apparently, the Gossman has a limited no trade contract. He's got 8 teams that are on his list. We don't know who they are. Next pitch is all the way, and that is tap foul down the first base line. Gossman is up to 83 pitches as we have it to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And Gossman sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is skied to left field. Straw is tracking it and does not have to take a step, and that is the first out. Well, Susan, who would you be willing to give up for Gossman, and who's coming out of the rotation, in your opinion? And Gossman sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0. You know what's interesting about not calling a Yankees game? I don't see trolls coming in here just popping shit the whole game. And the pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Yeah, there's no way in hell that the Yankees are trading Dominguez and Jones for that package. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is now 1-2 on Caminero. And Gossman sets. Pitch is all the way, and that is down low. Count is even at deuce. Gossman is at 88 pitches. Hell, trolls are everywhere. And the pitch is all the way, and that is inside. Count is now 3-2. Gossman sets, and he fires. The splitter is down in the dirt. So that is going to be ball four, and the Rays are going to have runners at first and second with one out. And Schneider is heading out to the mound. So I think that's probably Gossman's last pitch of this game. He has 90 pitches under his belt. And in our first poll, we had 6 votes, not very many. How long would Gossman last in this game? 3 to 4, 83% said. 2 innings, 17% said. Nobody said 5+, and he lasted 3 1/3. So congratulations for those who participated in the poll and got the answer right. All right, let's see. Weathers to be taken out. Maybe we trade Warren. This was a Mets station. They're on crack if they think that we would make that trade. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They are on crack if they think the Yankees are pulling that trade. And trolls could go to Richardson, Alaska for cold weather training. Yeah, I agree, Sean. And I hate to say it, but I think it's time for Big G to go or send them to Antarctica for fun. You know what's funny, Susan? If you look back at my shorts history, early in the off season, I made the proposal that we sign Luis Ariz as our DH and part ways with Giancarlo Stanton. Almost 99% of the people said that I was on crack and did not think that we would do that. Now it's funny, 4.5 months later, that's exactly what's being proposed. And the first pitch, actually, Mason Fluharty is coming in the game, and the first pitch he throws is a sweeper in there for call, strike one on Mullins. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-1. And Fluharty sets and fires, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Guerrero. Guerrero fires to the second baseman, relayed back to Fluharty, and it is not going to be completed. So there was the second out. Rays are going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is DeLuca. Well, I made the point in my short over 4 months ago that Luis Ariz could be our leadoff hitter and a permanent DH. A lot of channel pitches on the way, and this is thrown into center field. And Caminero is going to score. Runner is going to advance to third. So the score is now 4-0. Valenzuela is definitely charged with a throwing error on that one. Actually, it was Diaz that scored. And Fluharty sets. The changeup looked like it was a strike, but is called ball 2. Fluharty sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the inside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Fluharty sets, and that ball is lined into left field. And a bullet is going to score. So score is now 5-0. Blue Rays over the Jays. So the Rays are going to have a runner at first with 2 outs. And coming up to bat is Chandler Simpson, 2 for 2 on the day and an RBI. He was gunned at the plate last inning. And the first pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Well, I will tell you what, Shad. Fluharty makes a pickoff attempt at first base. DeLuca is back in standing up. The way this team runs, they try to increase their pop time to get the balls out there. Okamoto is way in at third. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Well, the thing that everybody walked into this season, Susan, saying that the Blue Jays were going to be the dominant team in the AL East for quite a few years. And I mean, they didn't take into consideration that the The Blue Jays pitch is on the way, and their DeLuca takes off, is thrown down to second, and it looks like they got DeLuca. And the Rays are not going to challenge. So Valenzuela throws out DeLuca, but not before the Rays pop a couple of runs in the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Varsho, Okamoto, and Valenzuela. Actually, they didn't lose a lot of players. The core of their hitters is all here. They lost the freaking dude to the Mets. The thing that you have to look at with regard to the Blue Jays, last year, almost every player had a career year. You knew it wasn't going to keep up, and Bichette walked. He's hitting like 243 with the Mets, not doing jack. They signed him to be a third baseman, and he has been an utter bust. So congratulations on that $42 million contract. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 17 likes, 13 away from our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. Yeah, but I tell you what, Susan, Yankees fans were foaming at the mouth to bring Bichette in to play shortstop, and he was freaking horrible there, too. First pitch to Varsho is in there for call, strike one. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up high, outside. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Varsho swings and misses. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded or lined to second base. Williamson lays out for the play. And the pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run. Okamoto, one pitch, one out, and pops it up to Williamson. So now there are two down. And the first pitch to Valenzuela is inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Or two. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and he swings and misses for strike 3, and that is going to do it in the bottom of the 4th. Coming up in the top of 5 is going to be Simpson, Williamson, and Walls. I don't say Volpe at second. I say Volpe down to Scranton. Worst case scenario, if you bring Lombard Jr. up, you can shift Cabby to second. Cabby is a second baseman. Max Schumann has played second base proficiently. Volpe does not hit. He is not an asset to this team whatsoever. I don't understand why he's in the starting lineup half the time he's there. And it looks like Lazaro Estrada is going to take Mason Fluharty's spot. Oh, I don't think it's a $64 million question, Susan. I think it's a $0 question because this dude is not a major leaguer. And the first pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-0. And it looks like they've got Okamoto close in. And the next pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And Estrada sets and he fires. That pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. And Jimenez fields it and fires to first base, but not in time. Coming up to bat is Ben Williamson. First pitch is on the way. The slider is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. So nobody's ahead of Simpson. I anticipate he's going to be on the go. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And there's a pickoff attempt at first base, and Simpson is back in safely. I don't know, Susan. He might screw up selling hot dogs, too. I'd give him a tryout, say, and the pitch is lined into right field. Simpson stops at second, so the Rays have runners at first and second. Simpson was stealing, and he slid into second. I don't know. I might try him out at the hot dog stand in Somerset. Keep him, at AA so that we have not too high of expectations. And if he does a good job, then promote him to Scranton. He can take the hot dog booth there. So there are runners at first and second with nobody out, and the first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 2-0. Estrada sets and fires, and that pitch paints the outside portion of the plate. Count is 2-1. It's funny, Susan. There was an article that I read not too long ago, and the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled down the first base line. Count is 2-2. They talked about the richest players in Major League Baseball that came for money before they entered the league. You know who number one on that list was? And the pitch is all the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Well, that would be Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe is number one on the list. Number two on the list was Bo Bichette. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. So we're heading to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Vladdy Jr. was in the top 10. But the two that were key in my mind were the entitled Volpe and Bichette. Yeah, his dad, I believe, was a heart surgeon. Next pitch is on the way, and that splitter is off the plate. Count is 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike three, and that is the first out of the inning. Yeah, Dante Bichette played with the. He's a Hall of Famer that played with the Rockies. Yeah, the first pitch is on the way to Fortis, and he bouts it down the third base line. Foul. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Fortis. Pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2. Who's friends with Girardi, Susan? And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to left field. And that one is out of here. So that is a 3-run homer for Nick Fortis. That is Fortis's second home run in a row, second game in a row. That's number 4 for him. So the score is now 8-0. Yandy Diaz is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Oh, all right. Well, Girardi did play on the Rockies, and the pitch is on the way, and that is skied to left center field. Varsho is on it and makes the play for the second out. Coming up to bat is Jonathan Aranda. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Estrada sets and fires. That pitch is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Rays, but not before they add 3 more runs on a Nick Fortis 3-run homer. There definitely doesn't look like there is any life in this Blue Jays team. I just have the sneaking suspicion that they are going to be sellers at the deadline for damn sure. And I've dropped a new poll question. Will the Rays put a 10 spot on the scoreboard? So let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are currently at 17 likes, 13 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, we're at 822 subscribers, 3 away from our next milestone of 825. And the pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one on Jimenez. Jimenez is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. If you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And the next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is up high. Count is 1-1. Rasmussen sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Clement plays second base, and he can play third base. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Jimenez is retired on strikes. So that is Rasmussen's 5th strikeout of the night. He is only at 62 pitches. So coming up to bat is Miles Straw. First pitch is on the way, and this is lined into center field. It's going to drop in front of Mullins for a base hit. So that is going to be a 1-out hit. I don't give a damn where Arise wants to play. I only want him to play DH. Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. He is 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the inside corner for call. Strike 1. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is way up high. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that goes all the way to the backstop. So Straw is going to advance to second, and the count is 2-2. Definitely a wild pitch. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered into the right field corner. That one is just foul. I thought it was fair. We got bad camera angles at the Rogers Center. And the pitch is on the way, and he fouls it off the umpire's face mask. Count remains 2-2. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is foul down the third base side. And the pitch is on the way. That is up and in. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to the second baseman, who flips it to Aranda. Williamson to Aranda for the second out. And Straw is going to advance to third. So the Blue Jays have a runner at third with one out, and coming up to bat is Vladimir Guerrero, 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch is on the way, and that is grounded to Walls. Walls sets and fires, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the fifth. So heading to the top of 6, it is 8-0 Rays. Coming up to bat is going to be Junior Caminero, Cedric Mullins, and DeLuca. Jazz Chisholm Jr. If we trade Jazz, who do you propose plays second base? And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 17 likes, 13 away from our goal of 30, or 13 away. And in our active scoreboard, the Dodgers have a 2-1 lead on the Phillies heading to the bottom of the fourth. Guardians have taken a 4-2 lead on the Twins in the bottom of the seventh. As you know, the Rays are hammering the Blue Jays 8-0 in this game. In the top of the sixth, the Padres have a 5-2 lead on the Braves. In the bottom of the fourth, the Mets lead the Brewers 1-0. In the top of the fifth, the Giants lead the Royals 2-1. In the Top of the third, the Cubs lead the Tigers 6-0. In the top of the third, the Astros lead the Marlins 2-0. And in the bottom of the first, the Nationals lead the Rockies 2-0. And that's your active scoreboard at this time. And the first pitch to Caminero is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Estrada sets and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Estrada sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way. The fastball is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Caminero. Caminero is 1 for 1 on the day with a pair of base on balls. And Estrada sets and fires, and that fastball is way low, so that is going to be ball 4. So the Rays are going to have their leadoff runner on. Coming up to bat is Cedric Mullins. 1 for 3 on the day. He has got a double and scored a pair of runs and stole a base. And the first pitch is on the way. The slider is inside. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball's down low. Count is 2-0. Yeah, he was traded at the deadline last year. So he played for him for about 6 weeks. And the pitch is skied to left center field. And Straw is tracking it, and he has it for the first out. Coming up to bat is DeLuca, 2 for 3 on the night with 3 RBIs. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on DeLuca. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Estrada sets and fires, and the slider is down low. Count is 1-2. Honestly, Mullins is a pain in the butt for the Yankees, has always been. But personally, I don't think he's that good a ball player. And the pitch is on the way, and that paints the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 3. So DeLuca is going to be rung up. Coming up to bat is Chandler Simpson. He is 3 for 3 on the night with 2 infield hits. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way. And that is grounded up the middle. And it's going to be fielded by Clement, flip to Jimenez. And that is going to do it for the Rays. Heading to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up to bat will be Clement, Springer, and Varsho. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. We currently have 5 votes. And if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We here at the Yankees The Ugly Truth strive for 30 likes for each of our play-by-plays. We are currently at 18, so we're 12 away from that goal. If you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, we are at 822 subscribers, 3 away from our next milestone of 825. So if you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. That's videos and not my actual shorts. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. If any of these things appeals to you, then Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And the first pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-1 to Clement. Clement is 1 for 2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is going to paint the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Rasmussen sets and fires. The cutter is off the plate. Count is now 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Rasmussen sets and fires, and this ball is popped into Devil's Triangle, and that is going to drop in between the first, second, and right fielder. And Clement is going to be on with his second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is George Springer. 1 for 2 on the night. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Rasmussen sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-2 on Springer. And thank you for becoming a member, Susan. Most appreciated. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Rasmussen sets and fires, and this ball is hammered into left center field. That is going to be off the wall. And Clement is held up at third. So the Blue Jays have runners at first and third with nobody out. And Springer is going to cruise into second with a double. So the Blue Jays have runners at second and third with nobody out. Springer tattooed that one. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on. Coming up to bat is going to be Dalton Varsho. That was 108.6 miles an hour. And they're announcing that that is the first extra base hit that the Blue Jays have had since Saturday. And it looks like Salzer is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays, or for the Rays, excuse me. And the first pitch is on the way. That is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Rasmussen sets and Varsho swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Next pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul down the third base line. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled straight back. So are the Rays or the Jays going to get on the board in this game? Rasmussen sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled down the first base line. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the eighth pitch of the at-bat. Rasmussen is at 92 pitches. Next pitch is on the way, and Varsho chops this one down the first base line. Aranda gets it, and he is not going to be able to make it to first base before Varsho gets there, and that is going to get a run home. Rasmussen got caught flat-footed. He didn't go to first base. So that's going to be an RBI single for Varsho. Coming up to bat is Okamoto, and looks like they have a mound visit going on. And it looks like Rasmussen is out of there, so... And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Don't you come back no more. And it looks like Cole Salser is coming into the game for the Rays. So Rasmussen is only going to be able to make 5 innings. He had 5 strikeouts on the night and has given up his first earned run. The 2 runners that are on base are Rasmussen's responsibility. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 18 likes, 12 short of our goal of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we're at 822 subscribers. We are 3 away from our next milestone of 825. So if you like live play-by-plays, I call them almost every day. If you like shorts, I drop them almost every day. That's videos and not my actual shorts. And if you like open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host those too. So if these things appeal to you, then Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. Please consider subscribing. And Salser sets. First pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low. Count is 1-0. And Salser sets and fires, and that ball is grounded to third base. And it is a 5-4-3 double play, but the run is going to score, so it is 8-2. Okamoto running out of the box. Looks like he's got a refrigerator on his back. And the first pitch to Valenzuela is fouled straight back. And that one goes off of Conroy, the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1 on Valenzuela. Valenzuela is 0-for-1 on the day with a base on balls. Next pitch is on the way, and he swings at the changeup off the plate. Count is 0-2. And Salser sets and fires, and this ball is driven into center field. But Mullins is waiting on it, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays at the end of 6. The score is 8-2 Rays. Coming up to bat for the Rays is going to be Williamson, Walls, and Fortis. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. We currently have 5 votes in the second poll of the night. And if you haven't, or if you don't know, here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, our goal for every live play-by-play is 30 likes. Currently, we are at 18, so we're 12 away from our goal of 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. All right, guys and gals, you're pretty quiet. Any other topics we'd like to talk about this evening? Hey, Sawdust. Welcome to the stream. I decided to call this game after the Yankees and the Pirates were rained out. Then I had set it up where I was going to call the Red Sox and Orioles game, but that game was rained out. So the only matchup left in the East is the Rays and the Blue Jays. And frankly, the Blue Jays have been playing like shit. Was hoping that they'd give us a little bit of help and take out the Rays, putting us just one game out of the first place spot for the AL East lead. As the holy shit, they're bringing Patrick Corbin in. Nope, you're not seeing things. And Patrick Corbin is coming in to replace Estrada. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. Count is 1-0. And that fastball was 90 miles an hour. So Corbin is really giving him the heater. Next pitch is on the way, and the sweeper or cutter catches. Actually, I think that might have been a slider that catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Williamson is 3 for 3 on the night with a run scored. And Corbin sets and fires, and that cutter is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And Corbin sets and fires, and that pitch is in the dirt, but Williamson swings and misses for the strikeout. So that is 1 down. Coming up to bat is Tyler Walls, 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And Corbin sets and fires, and that pitch is grounded up the middle. Clement fields it and fires to Guerrero for the second out. 1 pitch and 1 out. All right, Susan, if you're Cashman for the day, what moves do you make? Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is swung on and missed by Fortis. Count is 0-1. Fortis is 1 for 3 on the day with a 3-run homer. Next pitch is on the way, and that is called strike 2. And that one is going to be challenged for sure because it was damn sure low. And it is going to be overturned. That is almost 2 4/10 inches low. So the Rays still have their 2 challenges. Corbin sets. Yes, he is. And the pitch is bounced to Okamoto, and Okamoto falls down, and the ball is going to get into left field. So Okamoto backed up on that ball, and it played him. Go figure. And that is the third error for the Blue Jays tonight. All right. Pitcher, starting pitcher, bullpen pitcher, who? And the ball is skied to right center. And Varsho is there, and that is going to do it for the Rays in the top of the seventh. So we're heading to the seventh inning stretch. It's funny, we're asking for bullpen pitching, but do you realize that the Yankee bullpen has the best ERA in baseball? All teams, all 30 teams. And if we're talking catchers, I don't trade for a catcher, honestly. I realize that Wells' offense is bad. However, he knows the staff. Any catcher that we bring in is, frankly, going to be a backup because they'll come into the team having to learn a 13 pitcher staff, and you just can't do it in 6 weeks. How effective will Freed be? I think he'll be fine personally. Seltzer is going to remain on the mound, and Jimenez is coming. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a pair of strikeouts, and the first pitch is on the way. Excuse me. It was a bunt attempt, and it was fouled off. Next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is hammered foul into the right field stands. Count is 0-2. Next pitch is on the way, and that is popped up to left field. Simpson is tracking it, is coming in, and makes a play for the first out. Okay, Susan, phasing well out would be a reasonable expectation. No, I'm fine with Hill. Hill is okay with me. I wouldn't use him as much. He knows how to pitch, and he can pitch in the Bronx. Doval, there's not a chance in hell that I let him back on the mound again, ever. If I could send his ass to the minors, he would already be gone. But the only option that we have is either trade or DFA. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Straw. John Skeens is actually not having a very good year this year. And the pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-2. And Salzer sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup bounces in front of the plate. Count is 2-2. Well, I'll tell you what, Susan, every time he comes out, he gets a damn error whenever he's pitching. And the pitch is bounced to Williamson. He sets and fires to Aranda for the second out. Hell, I feel that way about Volpe. I'd DFA him myself. But we could send him to the minor leagues, but what do you figure the odds of that happening are? Coming up to bat is Nathan Lucas. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-1. No, I'm not on the Volpe fucking fan trail for sure. Hell, I wasn't a Wells fan for multiple years. You could ask Sean Browning and John the Beagle Dad. I've been on that guy for freaking years. And the pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Count is 2-1. I never thought that Wells was a good catcher. And they're like, oh, he's a hitter. Well, he hasn't hit in 3 years. Obviously, that's not true. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is skied to center field. Mullins is tracking it, heading back, and he makes the play just short of the warning track for the third out, and that is going to do it for the Rays in the bottom of the 7th. Hey, Felix, welcome to the stream. Hey, for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button. Share the channel out. We are at 19 likes, 11 short of our goal of 30. So he's been bad as a hitter his entire time as a Yankee. The only reason that I thought Wells might do something is Trevino that we had at the time was probably the worst throwing catcher for base runners in baseball. And when Wells got his start, he was airmailing more balls to Judge in center field than you could shake a stick at. Woohoo, 20 likes. All right. So now we are 10 away from our goal. And we have an active poll right now. Currently have 8 votes. If you haven't, let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And if you're not a member of the Yankees, The Ugly Truth family, if you like live play-by-plays, shorts, and open panels where everyone can come up and talk baseball, well, Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. We're currently at 822 subscribers, 3 short of our next milestone of 825. My opinion about Jazz. Jazz is a supremely talented ball player who is immature. I cannot stand his bullshit. And Corbin is going to continue in the game and face Aranda. First pitch is on the way, and the cutter is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. I would move Jazz if I could. And the pitch is on the way, and that cutter or slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Aranda. Yes, we do. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is tap foul. Count is 1-2. Eric Raiselman is one that I would consider. There is another pitcher who I'm going to drop a short on here shortly, who is our 25th ranked pitcher, who has worked him. He was our, I think, 15th round draft pick last year, and he has worked his way from rookie ball through high A, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. He is out of Texas, and when we drafted him, he's a bullpen arm exclusively. He was throwing 91, 92 in college. Well, at AA Somerset, his fastball is now clocking at 98 plus. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 2. I don't agree with you, Jonathan. I think we can pass Tampa without a doubt. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Hey, Evan, welcome to the stream. Count is now 3-1. Pettit's son is a two-way player. And the next pitch is in there, cutter for call, strike 2. Count is full, 3-2. All right. I'll be calling the first game, and the pitch is lined into right field. Lucas comes up with it and fires to hold Caminero to a single. So Caminero has been on base 5 times, 2 with hits and 3 base on balls. Coming up to bat is Cedric Mullins, 1 for 4 on the day. He has a double, stolen base, and 2 runs scored. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is fouled off. Count is 0-1. I think that the Blue Jays are going to have a fire sale. What people from the Jays are you interested in possibly acquiring? Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low and off the plate. Count is 1-1. For those of you hopping in, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And Corbin sets and fires. He paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Mullins. And the pitch is being challenged. And ABS says that it is a strike. Count is 1-2. Corbin sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and Mullins goes down swinging. I think that we could actually pull a couple of trades that are not going to rob us. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike 1 on DeLuca. DeLuca is 2 for 4 on the day with 3 RBIs. He had a 3-run homer. Next pitch is on the way, and actually it was 3 runs driven in. He didn't have a home run. Pitch is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. One player that I would like to add from the Blue Jays would be a bullpen arm, Taylor Rogers. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chopped up the middle, and it is going to be fielded by Clement. He flips to Guerrero for the 3rd out. And that is no runs, a base hit, and a man left on board in the bottom of the top of the 8th. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ernie Clement, and George Springer. And let's see, around the league, heading to the top of the 7th, the Dodgers lead the Phillies 2-1. As you know, in this game, the Rays lead the Jays 8-2, heading to the bottom of the 8th. In the top of the 8th, the Padres lead the Braves 6-3. In the bottom of the 6th, the Mets lead the Brewers 3-0. Surprise, surprise. In the top of the 7th, the Royals have a 3-2 lead on the Giants. In the bottom of the 5th, the Rangers lead the White Sox 5-0. In the bottom of 5, Cubs lead the Tigers 7-0. In the bottom of the 5th, the Astros have a 2-1 lead on the Marlins. And in the bottom of the 3rd, the Nationals and the Rockies are tied up at 2s. And that's your active scoreboard at this time. Got a couple of games about to get underway. Cardinals and the Angels, Athletics and the Diamondbacks. And the Twins have beaten, or the Guardians have beaten the Twins 5-2. He's always been a good player. And frickin' Kimbrel is coming in with the parrot look. First pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. And Kimbrel sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Guerrero is 0 for 3 on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Guerrero. Next pitch is on the way, and that paints the inside corner up high. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run. And Walls is tracking it and is going to make the play right behind second base for the first out of the inning. Way to go, Vladdy. You hit the shit out of that one. Coming up to bat is Ernie Clement, 2 for 3 on the day. A pair of singles. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0 on Clement. Clemente may be the only bright spot on this Blue Jays team. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered to left field. And that is going to make it into the stands. Foul ball. Count is 2-1. And Kimbrel sets and fires. That pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is skied to left center field. Mullins is on it and makes the play. Coming up to bat is George Springer, 2 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. And DeLuca is on it, and it's a play just short of the warning track, and that is going to do it for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the eighth. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Chandler Simpson, Ben Williamson, and Taylor Walls. And according to Joe, who happens to be watching the Mets game, their announcing team has said that the Yankees and the Mets are definitely in talks about a player. I'm not sure which one. It could be Alvarez. It could be Weaver. I sure the hell hope it's not Clay Holmes. Could be Luis Torrens, too, if we're looking for catching help. And the pitch is on the way, and this is chopped in the infield, and that is going to be another infield hit for Simpson, his third of the night. And the first pitch to Williamson is a curveball inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Corbin sets, checks on the runner, pitches on the way, and that is grounded up the middle. And Simpson is around second, heading to third. So the Rays are threatening in the top of the ninth. Coming up to bat is Taylor Walls. Runners at first and third with no outs. And the pitch is on the way. And wow, looked like he painted the inside corner, but it is called ball one. And Valenzuela is not challenging, so that's going to stand. Next pitch is on the way. The fastball is up high. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone. And hometown scorekeeping, that ridiculous ball that Okamoto got eaten up on, has been changed from an error to a hit. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is down low. Count is 3-1 on Walls. So are the Rays going to get their 10th spot? Next pitch is on the way, and that is bounced to third. And Simpson is left hung out to drive, and they tag him out. So that is the second time that Simpson has been thrown out attempting to go home. So there are runners at first and second with one out. Coming up to bat is Nick Fortis, 2 for 4 on the night with a single and a 3-run homer. First pitch is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and this is lined into the left field. Base hit. And that is a long RBI single for Fortes. So the score is now 9-2. Runners at first and second with one out. Yandy Diaz is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Diaz is 1 for 5 on the night. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is 2-0. Shit. Missed the ball. Next pitch is on the way, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Diaz. And Corbin sets, pitches on the way. That's going to paint the outside of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 3-1. Corbett sets and fires. And this one is sky to center field. And this one is going, and gone. And that is a 3-bagger. So Yandy Diaz hit that one. It went 418 feet and traveled at 106 miles an hour. So the score is 12-2. And I missed a couple of pitches. And the count is 0-2 on Aranda, 1 for 5 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And Corbett sets, fires. That slider is low and away. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is poked into left field. So that is a base hit for Aranda. And it looks like a mound visit is going on. Junior Caminero is coming up to bat. He has been on base all 5 times this evening. 2 base hits and it looks like Miles Straw is coming in to pitch. So while we're at a commercial break, I just closed out our second poll of the night. Our second poll had 10 votes. Will the Rays put a 10 spot on the scoreboard? 70% said yes, 30% said no, and they did put a 10 spot on the board. Yeah, Josh, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in. Yep. Last year, the Jays offense, almost everybody had a career year, and they looked unstoppable. Well, obviously, the only real major player that they lost from their offense was Bo Bichette. And they brought in Okamoto, who leads their team for home runs. But this team is playing like dog shit. They're making more errors than you can shake a stick at. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 21 likes. Our goal for every live play-by-play is 30. So if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we have 822 subscribers. 3 short of our next milestone of 825. So if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth, you like live play-by-plays and shorts and open panels where you can come up and talk baseball, well, I host all of these, and Yankees The Ugly Truth may be the place for you. So please consider subscribing. And the pitch is on the way, and he is throwing ephesus. That's in there for call, strike 1. And the next pitch is way up high. Count is 1-1. And the next Ephus pitch is in there, and it is grounded to the third baseman. Caminero is retired for the first time this evening. So 2 for 3 with 3 walks, and that is the first out. Coming up to bat is Cedric Mullins, and that is sent down the line foul. Count is 0-1. That pitch that Caminero hit was 37 miles an hour. Next pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-1 to Mullins. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 2-2. Next pitch is on the way. The curveball is way outside. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and this is popped up, and that is going to make it into the net. Valenzuela does not make the play, and the count is going to remain 3-2. Ed Straw sets. And the pitch is looped into center field. And Arada is going to stop at third. And DeLuca is coming up to bat. 2 for 5 on the day. First pitch is on the way, and the slider bounces in the dirt. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike 1. That was 37 miles per hour. And the pitch is bounced to Clement. Clement fires to Guerrero, and that is going to be the third out of the inning.
Gabby, his first at bat, got his 37th consecutive game with him on base.
And this dog shit game is coming to an end. So I want to extend my appreciation for everybody who has hopped into the stream to listen to a little bit of baseball. Just an FYI, I will be calling the first game of the Pirates versus the Yankees with Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. News for all, Max Fried is being recalled to the major leagues, and he will pitch the second game of the set. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. We are at 21 likes, 9 short of our goal of 30 for every live play-by-play. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the ninth is going to be Varsho, Okamoto, and Valenzuela. And it looks like Clevenger is coming in to pitch the ninth inning for the Rays. And Clevenger sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced up the middle. Walls feels it and fires to Aranda for the first out. Okamoto is 0 for 3 on the night. Hey, Lou. And the pitch is hammered foul out of play. Yeah, Lou, Tampa is hammering them, but they've had what should have been 3 errors that has now been downgraded to 2, which has hurt their cause for sure. And the Rays were able to foul a bunch of pitches off and get Kevin Gossman's pitch count up. He only made 3 innings. And Clevenger sets and fires, and the pitch is down low. Yep, Yankee news, Max Fried will be pitching game 2 of tomorrow's game. So the count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is inside. Count is 3-1 on Okamoto. Other news, Joe is sitting in the Mets broadcast, and they said that the Yankees and the Mets are in discussion for a trade. They didn't specify who the trade was, but obviously we're talking to somebody for there. Next pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 3-2. Clevenger sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. And Clevenger sets. Pitch is on the way, and Okamoto fouls that ball into himself. Yes, Mets and the Yankees. So could it be for Torrens, Alvarez, possibly Weaver? And the pitch is on the way, and that is inside. So the count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul. Count remains 3-2. Yeah, trade Volpe to the Mets. I wouldn't argue with it. I mean, the Mets could send us back a bag of potato chips, and I'd be happy. Hey, Brandon. And then this is on the way, and that is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the second out, and coming up to bat is the catcher Valenzuela. 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a base on balls. Hey, Brandon. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Shea Langoliers, I think he's a great catcher. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 1-0 or 1-1. I think it's going to definitely cost us some quality players. He is a right-handed bat. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. I think that any catcher that the Yankees trade for, unless it's Kyle Higashioka, will be a backup catcher. A new catcher coming into the organization would have to learn 13 arms, how to set up for them and their strengths and weaknesses. And the pitch is outside. Count is now 3-1. If we were to make a trade for, say, a catcher like Langoliers, I think he would start as a backup for the rest of the season and then phase Wells out next season. And the pitch is on the way, and that is hammered foul. Count is now 3-2. And the pitch is on the way. This is grounded to Williamson. He sets and fires to Aranda, and that is going to end the game. So the Rays dominated the Blue Jays in this game. I want to thank everybody who hopped into the stream and did a little bit of baseball. Listen to a little bit of baseball, supporting this stream. Your support is always appreciated. You have a good night, John. The numbers for tonight are going to be Tampa Bay had 12 runs on 21 hits, no errors. The Blue Jays had 2 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors. Rasmussen is going to take the win and advance his record to 8-5. Gossman is going to take the loss, and his record is going to be 9-4. I am going to be calling game 1 of tomorrow's live play-by-play of the Pirates versus the Yankees. Game time is 1:05. I'll be on at 1, and I'll end this stream in my usual fashion with "Let's go Yankees," and we'll see you in the funny papers. And if you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Have a great rest of your night.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.